Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're in the world. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Quant update. Now, in my very last update, I showed you the structure that we had here on the Quant price chart, and it was looking like a wake of accumulation structure. So I was saying this structure right here is a very optimistic structure. So taking a look at it one more time, you can actually see that this is your preliminary support right here, your selling climax, your auto rally, your secondary test right here, and we were expecting a spring to come up right here in this moment. So I was saying that there were two possibilities, obviously, that we were going to set a new low right here with this structure, or we were not going to set a new low right here. So I showed you two fractals, which I'm going to be showing you in a minute, and then that spring would actually take us out of this trading range that we have right here, right? So before we get into the fractals, I just want to ask you to help me spread this video by tapping the like button, because it really helps the YouTube algorithm. People looking for this kind of information will now be able to find this video much more easily. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would encourage you to do so, really, because I do it here on Quant on a regular basis. And without me running my mouth too much, let me actually get into the real stuff. So these were the two fractals that we were studying right here, and the one you see on top right here is a fractal that I took from the total tool right here in the bear markets of 2018 to 2020, right? So you can see that we have the same structure right here, where you've got your preliminary support right here, your selling climax, your auto rally, secondary test, and then finally you get into your spring. So this was the structure that was showing us that it was actually a possibility that we wouldn't set a new low compared to the selling climax that we had right here, right? So going back to the Quant price chart, you can see that yes, the fractal on top right here has actually been followed up until this point right here, because you can see that yes, we didn't set a new low compared to the selling climax that we had right here on the Quant price chart. Was it enough? I'm really being, you know, cautiously optimistic right here, because I know sometimes, you know, these things can actually be really tricky, especially with wake of accumulation structures. When it comes to secondary test and springs, it's really something that is difficult to tell, right? But using these fractals alone, you can actually see that we have almost completed all the stages of this wake of accumulation structure. Now, taking a look at the lower fractal right here, which we took from the Cardano price chart, this was actually looking much more similar to the Quant price chart, really. That's why I was leaning more to the direction of us setting a new low right here with the Quant price chart. But it is also deviated since we got you know, a shallow spring right here, right? So obviously the question remains, what is going to happen with the Quant price chart in the immediate short term right here, right? So let me go ahead and you know, take this sketch you know, away so that you know, it doesn't disturb us right here. Now, assuming this was the spring of the wake of accumulation structure right here, what we'll be looking for next right here will be something like, you know, a sign of strength to show up right on top of this trading range, where you know, backtest this horizontal support level right here, right? And you finally start grinding to the upside. But as I showed you in the last update, we actually have got massive resistance on top of us, but it was always a good thing to, you know, try to attempt that resistance after having a wake of accumulation structure right here, because it's actually major resistance right here. So you can see that we have interacted with this resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times already, and each and every single time we've actually, you know, interacted with this resistance level here, there have been massive reactions on the price chart here. So yeah, we need strong, you know, a strong push to go ahead and break this resistance level right here. This is why I was saying that it's optimistic that we are coming up, you know, off of a wake of accumulation structure, because that's exactly what you need, right, to break that you know, resistance level there, right? So the major resistance here starts at $150 up until $165, right? So until we get to this point and break above these levels, I mean, Quant is still ranging here, because you can see that below that we actually have got a main support. You can see the number of times we've actually interacted with that lower support as well. So yeah, you can tell that the structure is actually stuck in a range right here, and you know, it's really difficult to take action in areas like these ones right here. But just looking at those wake of accumulation structures, it looks like the price set is okay in the immediate short term until we get to those resistance levels right here. So fingers crossed, we'll be able to get that breakout that we want out of the $150 to the $165 region there, so that yeah, maybe the Quant price can actually continue with the bullish momentum right here, right? So heading into the next week, we want to see a sign of strength showing up right here on top of that our trading range. And yeah, we can actually continue marching towards the upside right here until we reach our resistance levels here on the Quant price chart. Obviously, none of what I say is financial advice. Please don't take this as financial advice. But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, subscribe to this channel, and then I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.